Welcome back, Chad and JT. You're some of our all-time favorite guests. Good to have you guys back.
What up, dude? It's good to see you.
What up, man? Hey.
You guys are all-time favorite people to do this with, for sure.
Oh, better than Howard Stern?
Oh, dude.
I forgot about it. He's chill, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start. So, San Clemente, this is where you guys are from. You go out. Were you treated like local legends? How did people react to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting, the difference between Huntington and San Clemente is like temperamentally in terms of martial arts. I'd say Huntington was more kind of like Muay Thai, and San Clemente, they're more like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Huntington Beach will hit you with like a 1-2 and then they'll close distance and come inside with elbows. But San Clemente will more like let you slip into a triangle choke.
Mm-hmm.
So that sounds worse.
Yeah, a little more mental gymnastics, I'd say.
Yeah. And did any of it surprise you? In other words, some of the things that you heard, and we're going to listen to some of it in a minute, actually upset me how cool people were. And I mean that in quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did kind of have a blasé attitude towards coronavirus. Like, because they were so cool, they felt cooler than the virus. But I was like, I don't know if the virus cares about those kind of dispositions. I think it cares more about just like getting into your system.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got a lot of highly intellectual responses. So we want to show some of the reasoning behind why people are choosing not to wear masks.
This is what bothered me. I actually was troubled by this so-called reasoning.
Corona's fake, right?
What?
Corona's fake?
Oh, no, our buddy Kellen got it, and we had to cancel our trip to Ibiza.
Yeah, everybody can get it. Anybody can get it, but it comes from 5G towers. You're being cooked from the inside out, so when your heart starts to radiate, of course you're going to get corona and start coughing. And when you drive down the interstate, you'll see these 5G towers sitting there. Some of them are hidden in trees, too.
Where'd you learn this?
I just did a lot of research while tripping on acid.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
So
that is awesome.
Maybe not the best place to find your information. Were you moved or inspired by any of these folks and their reasoning?
No, I guess I kind of judged that guy for saying that he did all of his learning while on acid. But then I remember that Steve Jobs said that acid led him to a lot of breakthroughs. So I'm optimistic that maybe that guy will come up with the next mass communication device.
Yeah, and on top of that, if everyone's beefing with 5G so hard, I'd say we just bail on 5G and upgrade to 6G.
Yeah.
Nice. I dig that. That's great.
That's it. Number
that's
six.
Nice. 6.
And somebody, when you were out there, they decided to cough in your face?
Like spit on you.
Or spit on you? What happened there?
We thought that was kind of inconsiderate to sort of cough in our space, but we're hoping that we can hash it out with him on the Sharky's deck sometime soon over a Mai Tai.
And you're going to meet him at Sharky's later?
Yeah, we'd like to hash it out with him. I mean, hopefully he's feeling better and he's no longer symptomatic. I mean, I'm just concerned for him, but he's got a pretty jacked rig, so we're confident that if he is sick, he'll hopefully pass through it relatively well.
I just really want to compliment him on his physique. So, dude, if you're watching, send us your workout routine, please.
Yeah, that WOD, workout of the day.
I noticed you do a lot of your hashing out at Sharky's. Does that work out okay?
We made some pretty good resolutions.
Yeah. We've hashed out a lot of serious beef there. I mean, there was a time where our buddy Dolan was not getting along with anyone in the crew, was actually getting into like public altercations relatively often. And then we just went to Sharky's and they let us take over the DJ deck. And we just played all the songs to get him emotional. Mm-hmm. And we worked through it. And to this day, he hasn't had another incident. So we have a lot of faith in the power of Sharky.
And speaking of music, it was quite something to see your dance moves. As somebody who doesn't have a lot of rhythm, can you give me any advice or any tips on how to dance better?
It's all in the hips, okay? You gotta gyrate those hips. Do it, JT, there we go. And just feel it, feel that soul. I put on Justin Timberlake a lot, and I can just feel it coursing through my body, and I'll just, move from the hips.
You can't fight that.
You get that from all those kettlebell routines, JT?
Yeah, they do help me with like my functional mobility. So definitely hitting some Turkish get-ups will help you get up on the dance floor.
How's Kellen doing? I know he's the reason you really got motivated to learn about masks.
Yeah, well, it was pretty tragic. I mean, he still can't taste In-N-Out. He bit into his double-double and cried. And so he's been pretty upset, but I think he's starting to pull through.
Yeah, he's confident that one day he'll get to taste In and Out again. But he learned a valuable lesson about taking Corona seriously.
For sure.
Well, they taught us, Elex, they taught us a valuable lesson last time we were here with them about, in fact, I was thinking about getting some T-shirts about being pro-cup.
It's like when I was in Little League, I never wanted to wear a cup. And then my third baseman, Simon, got hit super hard where you wear a cup. And since then, I've been super pro-cup. So I think people just have to experience the downside of not wearing safety precautions or measurements, and then they'll understand.
There's been an entire Pro Cup movement since their last appearance here, and also since their last appearance here, which got like millions of views. They now have a deal with Hulu. You're going to be creating an animated comedy series. This was the headline from Deadline. Congratulations, guys. What can you tell us about this, and how much is Dr. Drew responsible for your success?
Oh, dude. I mean, we're so stoked. And yeah, just shout out to Hulu. What up? Yeah.
I think at first I was super nervous because I don't draw that good. But then I realized that they were going to hire animators, and I was like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah. But JT, he drew a dolphin the other day, and it was excellent.
Yeah, it was a little abstract, but you got the vibe for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the most important public health takeaway we can take from your videos?
I would say that it might be a particularly American thing, but I think we're often intimidated by experts. So it helps me if an expert can tell me something self-deprecating up top, so I can kind of like lower my defenses and really listen.
Yeah, for sure. Like if Fauci fired off the coronavirus Space Force meetings by saying like, what up, like we're super hungover, then I'd be like, this is a really trustworthy guy.
And if he wore a Hawaiian, I think him throwing the baseball was an attempt at that to like humanize him. Yeah. But maybe that went too far in the other direction.
Maybe that Pro Cup T-shirt for him.
Yeah. Thank you, Chad and JT. Great to see you guys. Their videos, you can check it out, their YouTube page, Chad Goes Deep. Well done, guys. Congrats on the new show. Be right back.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.